In this video I'm going to talk about God being a consuming fire. And then the next video I'm going to talk about how can we be in the presence of this consuming fire. First of all, that is God, because it says in Hebrews 12 verse 29, it says, our God is a consuming fire. Then it says here in Revelation 15 verse 2, it says, and I saw something like a sea of glass mixed with fire, and those that had been victorious over the beast and his image and the number of his name, standing on the sea of glass, holding harps of God. And they sang the song of Moses, the bondservant of God, and the song of the Lamb. And it goes on. But basically, you see there that there is a fire. It is a sea of glass. If you go to the Trinity site, you will find green glass at the point where the first atomic bomb was exploded. It got so hot that it turns the sand to glass. It's a green glass. And here we see a sea of glass and fire. And you've got Hebrews 12:29 that says our God is a consuming fire. Then we start to look at Revelation 20 verse 9 and 10, talking about the Magog invasion. It talks about Gog and Magog, the Magog invasion, about them surrounding Jerusalem. And it says that, in verse 9 it says, and they came up on the broad plain of the earth and surrounded the camp of the saints and the beloved city. And fire came down from heaven and devoured them. And the devil who deceived them, so obviously that shows you that it's the wicked that are consumed, not the righteous. The saints are still there, and it says, verse 10, the devil who deceived them was thrown into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are also, and they will be tormented day and night forever and ever, which is for a period. Because if you read, you can read in Malachi 4 verse 1 through 3, it says, it makes it very clear who is consumed. It says, for behold, the day is coming, burning like a furnace. There's the fire part. And all the arrogant and every evildoer will be chaffed, and the day that is coming will set them ablaze, says the Lord of hosts. Say they will be consumed, so that it will leave them neither root nor branch. You who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings, and you will go forth and skip about like calves from the stall. You will tread, here's where it talks about the ashes. You will tread down the wicked, for they will be ashes under the soles of your feet on the day which I am preparing, says the Lord of hosts. And then it goes on to say, remember the law of Moses, his servant, even the statutes and ordinances, which I command you. Okay, so there we see again where the law is important, as you can look in a lot of my videos where I've mentioned this. So we can see that he's a consuming fire. You see in Daniel 7 verse 9 and 10, it says, "And I kept looking upon the thrones were until the thrones were set up, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His vesture was like white snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was ablaze with flames. Its wheels were a burning fire. A river of fire was flowing and coming out from him. Thousands upon thousands were attending him, and myriads upon myriads were standing before him. The court sat, and the books were opened." So there you see that he is a fire, and you can see that basically that shows that he is a fire, consuming fire. Between that and Hebrews 12 and then Revelation, so this establishes that he's a consuming fire. In the next video I will talk about how are we within this consuming fire and not consumed.